Irenaeus in Against Heresies, Book 1, speaks of the theology of Marcion. Irenaeus states that Marcion believed Jesus simply appeared in the era of Pilate. This statement by Irenaeus is partially true. However, this statement also applies to John and Mark. In the Gospel of John, the mother of Jesus is only mentioned 4 times. This is at a wedding and during the crucifixion. The mother is mentioned 2 other times in passing. Jesus in no way is said to have been literally born, yet Jesus apparently has a mother and brothers, and this mother apparently has no name. Jesus simply seems to appear sometime very close to his death during the time of Pilate. In the Gospel of Marcion, the mother of Jesus is mentioned once and possibly twice. The second possible mention is in the crucifixion story, where Mary, the mother of James, is mentioned. What is curious here is that John never mentions Mary, the mother of James. Again, as with John, Marcion states that Jesus had a mother and brothers, though again, the mother does not appear to have a name, and in no way does Marcion say that Jesus was literally born. In the Gospel of Mark, the mother of Jesus is only mentioned twice. Once she is specifically called Mary. Neither Marcion nor John have this particular story. The other time the mother is mentioned, it is a blended story that is derived from the Marcion account. Mark 3:19 through 35 appears to be a blended story derived from Marcion 8:20-21 and Marcion 11:14-26. In that particular story, the name Mary is not mentioned. Once again, Jesus is not said to have been literally born, though at least in Mark, the mother of Jesus is finally given a name. One last curiosity is that Mary, the mother of James, is mentioned near the crucifixion story. Matthew and Luke do indeed have infancy accounts. Jesus was literally born, and Mary is said to have been his mother. However, perhaps the biggest peculiarity is that beyond the infancy accounts, the Luke account is identical to Marcion in its description of the mother of Jesus. Except for the infancy accounts, Luke never mentions the name Mary as the mother of Jesus, though the nebulous Mary, mother of James, still remains. It is only with Matthew and Luke that Jesus is said to have been literally born. The earliest accounts do not indicate that Jesus was literally born. Again, the most likely explanation is that John, Marcion, and Mark were all written before the literal birth accounts were introduced. All of these writers claimed that Jesus had a mother, yet none of them say he was literally born, and John's understanding is so esoteric that it is unlikely that his version of Jesus could ever possibly be born from a literal human being. As a side note, there's a high likelihood that the original book of Matthew did not have an infancy account. There is a very good possibility that the original version of Matthew would also fit the description by Irenaeus.